Testing, testing. Hello, I'm SlickQuick, I'm an animator, and also I like to make cartoons, and also sprites. Also voice acting, anyway, these are sprites I made. They look very cute, right? This is a robot. He is a red robot. And the reason why I created him and this blue palette, which I'm canonically making female, these sprites were made for a classmate at my school. He is making a game using these characters that I made for him, and these are also additional sprites that I made for him too, that were made on the next day. Yeah, I'll show you how I make my sprites, with maybe some errors. Anyway, sometimes you need the symmetry to know if your sprite is equal. If you want your sprite to look interesting, you could always like, huh? But anyway, I don't think this should be as wide. And I want it to be a bit even. So this is how I started with the robot head. I did this, and also this and this, and this. Also gave it eyes, like this. And I like making my eyes look like this or any other style, because I think it looks cute. I like my things looking so damn cute. When I draw them, I mean. This one looks a bit evil. There! I recorded another video, had to scrap it because it wasn't recording my audio. I muted it by accident. I really hope this video isn't muted, but by the looks of it, it doesn't automatically mute when I say mute. Anywho, this is how I make it face the front. Now, my classmate told me to make it face the side. He also told me he scrapped a damage animation. He's not going to use it since he's playing it to be instant KO. He also told me to scrap a turning animation, which I repurposed from this and made a new sprite for him looking forward. The red one I made canonically male. Remember, the blue one is female. I hope he'll credit me, because if he doesn't credit me, if he doesn't say, like, this was made by SlickQuick. That doesn't fit, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. If he doesn't clear me, I'll be a bit upset. I'll be a lot upset. I mean, I made the sprites, after all. Anyway, he told me to move the sprite to make it look a certain direction. Left or right. I'm going to make it look diagonally right. Like this. Can also do this if I want to. Oh boy. I do not like this pixel, but I could always do this and this. Okay. Oh boy, that looks weird. Good thing a sprite has a flip option. Yeah. Anywho, what I did, first of all, bye-bye. I do this and this, move it a bit up. I like how I made him so smug. He's so smug. You're so smug. Anywho, I make a simple body. This is his body. His torso. Now, if you want to look like an ass, you could always just screw it up. But I hope you won't. Like I just did right now, but hey. Sometimes, despite how many times I've used a sprite, I can screw up the sprites. Anyway, I could choose a different shade to make an arm. In my video that I was talking about a while ago, by the way, it's also useful to, as I was going to say, it's also useful to turn off certain layers. This looks like a kidney bean. It's okay. When I was talking about my video which I had to delete, was made during the 11th of September. That month has a lot of significance. That day and month has a lot of significance for Americans, but not me, because I'm South African. But I was making fun of it, not that respectful, when I realized it, and either way, it does not have audio. The unfortunate thing about it was that, explained why I changed my profile. Like, I know it's clippy, but I did not explain why I've changed it to clippy. I mostly explained why I gave my new profile blue eyes over my previous videos and my older profiles green eyes. I'll briefly explain. So, for the longest time, I was gaslit into believing my eyes were green. And one day, I looked in the mirror and realized my eyes are blue. They have always been blue. And the thing is, they've been blue since the start, and they haven't changed. Can I move that? They haven't changed in color. Sorry, there's dogs that live here. They're currently at my dad's house. Anyway, oh, this looks so good. I can appreciate my own sprites because sometimes I don't know the outcome. But what I'm going to do is take this. Alright, the story. Darken this. The story I was telling. So, for the longest time, I thought my eyes were green when they were always blue, and I knew they were blue at some point. It was because when I was at a friend's house, where they talked to the friend. The friend has a Nintendo Wii there, and I also had a Nintendo Wii and my own Me, and I gave the Me my favorite color, blue, shirt, and my eye color, blue. Also glasses. Before I had glasses, before I needed glasses, I gave my Me glasses. As I said, and turning off layers can be helpful. But anywho, when I gave my Me blue eyes, the friend's sister said, "Oh, your eyes look more green." So, my eye color must have changed. No, they have not. But anyway, what happened was that for the longest time I've been drawing myself with green eyes, and they were more of a, intended it to be more of a dark turquoisey. But, so, one day I looked in the mirror and I saw my eyes. These were actually, always have been, always will be blue. I can give a little shading. Yeah. Shading is entirely optional for my sprites, but I always do it. Yes. I don't have ego problems, but I do like how my sprites look at the end. You can appreciate how they look without, being an egomaniac. Sometimes I turn off all the layers just to see the sprite. Anywho, good. Wrong layer. player. Oh. And this video is going to be longer than my longest. A video where I played There Is No Game on my old phone, my old Samsung S4, which, oddly enough, was, because it's an S4, was recorded, not because it was an S4, so it was previously my father's Samsung S4, and I had it because the Android he gave me was terrible. Well, you could barely install anything on it. Yeah, this is done. Anyway, when I played There Is No Game on my phone, I actually already played the game on my laptop at the time, which you might have seen in my older PowerPoint videos on. Yeah. And a lot of my older PowerPoint videos, a lot of my older PowerPoint videos are probably gone. And like I can't recover them on my laptop currently. That laptop of my PowerPoint videos broke. Unfortunate, since I recently got Adobe Flash. And I'm calling it Flash as just like an older video. Yeah, despite its actual name being Adobe Animate. Adobe Animate, better known as Adobe Animate, Adobe Animate, better known as what it is animation software in which used to animate. Captain Obvious is reporting for duty. But yeah, yes. What happened was that it started this weird bug where the colorful lines show up on it, and eventually it just started showing black screen. I connected it to a monitor, but that didn't work well due to the fact that it was still like on a blue screen of death. You know, the blue screen of death. The errors that come with it. Yada yada yada. Anywho, when I got a new computer for work, and I only used it for work and never recorded videos, that one's still fine. Eventually, I got another computer. Was also handed me down from my father. That previous one, the one I record videos, handed me down too. But either way, this is how I animate the sprite. Comment. Either way, that one also had a similar line bug. You had to press the screen. Now, it was fun. I animated one of my videos. It's my previous video However, the computer had a problem. It started cracking around the off button. And the main problem to that was the cracking of the off button. Yes. Wires started coming out of it. And eventually it's useless now. Oh, but got this new computer. It's not a hand-me-down unlike the rest. My father bought it for me for my birthday, which was good, because I get to record new videos. However, I struggled, and like I don't immediately record videos, but it took months. And either way, what do you think, guys? What do you think of what I created? What? Oh wait, that's a piece of this. What am I saying? Yeah. Sometimes it's a good idea to raise or lower a sprite to convey a bobbing movement, like this. But sometimes lights are not necessary to move down for me. But either way, thanks for watching. And hopefully this video will get views. And hope you like these sprites. They're sort of an NES aesthetic where limited color palette. And as you could clearly tell, there's pink, red, and black, and also white. Some NES games had white. I wasn't born around the time of the NES. Anyway. Alright. Additionally, I'm going to talk about stuff that I want to while this animation plays, because I like how cute he is. And while I edit the sprite. Darn it. Damn. So, I don't prefer swearing sometimes, but I have been forced to, otherwise my videos will be upon the idiotic, nearly said, a word that has now been, it's best not to talk about it or I'll get in trouble. But yeah, idiotic YouTube Kids app. My opinions on the app is it's caused a lot of creators trouble. By the way, so I briefly talked about There Is No Game, the video I recorded. So I played There Is No Game already on my laptop. I just wanted to show everyone the ending where you basically be an asshole and not forgive game. I also played There Is No Game Wrong Dimension, mind you. So that's why I'm referring to him as game. So either way, that's the reason. It's going to make a sequel to that video, except I was going to play a game I have never played before. And at the time it was really, really popular. I was so worried that when it paused, because I thought, oh no, it's going to crash. Yeah, sometimes the laptop has the problems. If it's like taking up too much CPU. Anyway, I was going to play the recently popular FNF, the rhythm game, where I'm worried if I say will completely demonetize me. Like, yeah, I was going to play that game when it was very popular. And tell you what, I'm going to edit this sprite. Anyway, what I was going to say was, when I played it, I didn't record, my younger brother, also wanted to play. And, still interested in the game. Still interested, but so a lot of the people are like bad people. A lot of the fandom surrounding the game are bad people, and I don't know why so many people are let to basically be around. Basically, like, I don't know what to say. I'm trying to, like, pass a 30-minute mark for this video. Anywho, there was going to be a video where I played a Pokemon fan game called Wilds, which was recorded on the computer with the broken switch, the broken on-off switch. Yeah, I kept on having interruptions from my mother and my mother's at the time boyfriend. And yeah, so I ended up scrapping it, but still played Wilds like I did at FNF, because it was still, in my eyes, a good game, and good games still deserve to be played, in my opinion. I know that I had some idiots on the internet like don't agree with good games existing. But I want good games to exist forever. Yeah. I'm going to call him I don't know. I'll call him Dan. I don't know. Dan. Oh. Also, if you want to know a fun fact, there won't game. Sometimes my brain thinks the words faster than my mouth does. But either way, what I was going to say was the video where I played There Is No Game was published on my birthday. Yeah. So, if you see that video, and if I publish a video on the same day, be sure to wish me a happy birthday, please. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, I like little Dan. He's cute. Goodbye, everyone. And see you all later if I can. I know I sang a song, but I've also been busy with a lot of cartoon industry. I think I made up that word, I'm not sure. I hope to publish one of my cartoons on YouTube. It's an interesting concept, in my opinion, that has probably been done, and likely done to death. But one of my scripts that are finished for this cartoon, my main character has to buy coffee for her friend. Remember I told you, brain fast, words slow. Yeah. And I'm making an animation where my main character is going to buy coffee for his friend's older brother, because he doesn't want to disappoint him at all. And I tried to make it as funny as I can, because I want it to be comedic. Yay! That was the sound of my finger, me clicking my finger. I press my finger and it makes clicking noise. The animation is not finished because it hasn't started. The script has finished. Bye bye. For real. Goodbye, assholes who hate me. Goodbye, nice people who don't. Goodbye. I'm going to save Dan, like, without you seeing my folder, because there are a lot of things in my folder that are related to that cartoon, and I don't want to spoil it. And personally, like, I'm also making my own video game in RPG Maker. Bye bye!